So to summarize what we did so far, one is you do the accounting, you look at the financial statements, at the ratios, is the debt to equity is high or low, is the gross margin is high and low. Go over it even as a group, because from now on, I would like to start getting you guys to the point you can evaluate the company. Is this a good investment? It's not a good investment. And you get used to it. After a while, it will propagate. You will absorb what you need to do. And you will be amazed how valuable this knowledge is. So profile is a place in Yahoo you can really read about the company. Now, the first tab, when you go to it, you click on the first one, which says summary. You will have a chart. You will see. Let's scroll down slightly. Brenda, is the internet always like that recently or just today?
No, Doctor, I think it's the computer.
Ah, that could be.
Maybe
Okay.
after she finishes, I'll share mine.
Okay, we'll switch to another computer in a second. Okay.
Yeah.
So, by the way, when you click on go up a little bit, up a little bit, you want to see the chart. It's not showing for some reason. Hold a second. Click on. How about I will change? We'll change. Let me open my computer. Okay. It will move maybe faster. We'll see. Okay. You see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing, Doctor.
Okay, wonderful. Let's go to Academy City. That's a new book. Hey, the beauty here, whatever you're doing from there, you can see it here. What's the code?
CTRA.
CTRA. Is that right? Hold a second,
Yes.
I will do better. Let's go here. CTRA. The first one, Coursera Energy. Okay, here we go. See how fast it works. And now when I go to A data, see it works beautifully. You go here and you're getting this chart. By the way, this is very amazing. This time of the year, it's unusual situation when the stock market go crazy, literally crazy. And it's a lot of opportunity. It's very dangerous, but it's also opportunity, like everything in life. You see what happened in the stock? It was started like $26, went down to 25.36. It looks like nothing, but God, it depends which position you are. 26.08 versus 25.36. So that means almost a dollar difference. No, not a dollar. It's about 80 cents. Is that right? About 80 cents. No, less. 70 cents. It looks like nothing. Is that right? Not really. Depends. If you multiply it by 10,000, that's a hell of a lot of money. So people here were screaming to the sky, depending which position you are. Some people were extremely happy here, and some people were miserable here. And it's reversing here. So this fluctuation is a big opportunity if you know how to handle it. On the other hand, here it got to the sky, what, 26.10. Then it starts gambling and the horse. By the way, all the companies almost went down in the evening. I played with Facebook. I almost wanted to kill somebody yesterday. See if I can find my Facebook. No, this is not the Facebook. This is the Della. I follow them too. I had a lot of them open because everything went so crazy. Let's open for, we'll do for Facebook. This website is good. A lot of things we will duplicate in ours, so we'll have everything in the same place. But I will open for Facebook and you can see for yourself how crazy it went on Friday night. See, it's went down by almost 4%. This is crazy. Look at that. It started so high. By the way, the day before, it was 198. It was almost here, out of the chart. And then boom, collapse. And then continued to collapse. I wanted to die here in this point. And then I didn't know what to do. And then it went up. I didn't agree. I thought it would continue going up, but then it collapsed on me. And I didn't know what to do. Again, it went over down. But then I gave a command to see God help me, kind of. And I gave a command, and then when it went up, just at this point, when it was up here, I got it. And I got out. And then it started, boom. I said, thank God I didn't live. I didn't stay until the end of the day. Now, this is really crazy. So, but there's a lot to learn from it. There's a hell of a lot. God willing, I mean, when I got out of here, I was profitable. Here, I could have lost a hell of a lot of money if I stayed until the end of the day. Now, you have to have a big stomach, I say, it's when you trade options. It's not like stocks. Stocks, you can keep it for 3, 5, 6, as many years as you want even. In options, you have a deadline. Yesterday was the deadline, the last day. I couldn't believe, look at 5 days. Look at how crazy it went. Here it was 197, collapsed totally to 187. Then it went up to 195. Here I was very profitable at that point during last week. But I said, well, I'm going to take all the money. I was greedy. I was very greedy. But then it collapsed on me, but I still was profitable at this point. Then it went jump to the sky. I was so happy in this point. I had a couple of days of being happy, stupid happy, I call it. I was very stupid. I had too much confidence, which I shouldn't. And then it collapsed, but even then when it collapsed, I said, this is okay. It ended up by the end of Wednesday, it went up to 195. I said, there's no way it's going to go below 190. But I was wrong. See the collapse. Between this point, you see, Tuesday, March, that was Tuesday. See what happened the following day. Boom, collapsed to 187. No, yeah, that's, which day is that? That's Friday, sorry. You see that? Friday. That was crazy. That's Thursday, not Tuesday. Thursday, that's what I remember. Thursday, I said, no way it's going to be below 190. Because above 190, I'm happy. I got all the money. I could have made all the money. And then it collapsed on me. I couldn't believe my eyes. This is crazy. But that's because the position I've taken. If I had been the reverse position, I would be very happy. And then it went up again, and I was lucky enough. Here I didn't. I thought it would go up even further. And then it went down again. And here I said, this is enough. I don't have enough time. I have only 2 hours left. 2 hours later, you lose all the money. So I said, let's get out of it. And I was lucky enough to get exactly on the spot. And you can tell the stock market was very nervous at this time. You see, down, you have those lines. This gives you the volume, how many people buying and selling. People were very nervous. This is like an index of nervousness. They were very nervous about around, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. There's so much money went through this period. So this is really crazy. So what we should do is this company next week. What do you say, Brenda? By the way, this is a very good company. If we look at, we'll go again to ours. By the way, let's just finish first Megan's ones, okay? Megan, okay, I want to go over your company first, and then I'll go back to Facebook. But let's look at your company. This is the chart of your company. Let's see what happened last week. Look at it. Your company went down from $27.73, went down to 25 in 1 week. That's a lot. Percentage wise, this is about how much percentage? 25, 27. That's about $2. $2 is almost 8%. That's a hell of a lot of decline in 1 week. That's a lot. People lost a lot of money here on this company. Now you go and look for a month. Oh, that's a little giving you a better picture. It was stable, declined, and then boom, it went all the way. So if you look in February 22nd or the beginning of February or mid-February, it was 23. Then it went up and then it declined a little bit. So when you look at it for a whole month, this company still made money. If you invest in the beginning of, in the middle of last month to today, you made money. But we don't want to look at short time because nobody really knows exactly how it will behave. We want to look at the company. Is it a good company? In my opinion, it is a good company. How do I know? Because you did the hard work. This is the hard work. Megan, this is the hard work. You got the data. You look at the, by the way, let's look at, put the rest of it. Okay, crude oil, petroleum. Yeah, this industry affected big time from what's happening in Russia now. You know, the oil prices went crazy. Okay. Let's put it this way. Let's see what this company is. The oil and industry. Let's see. Crude, petroleum. So we have oil and gas. Oil and gas. You see, integrated production. Let's use this one. That's okay. Won't make much difference. If we look at their valuation a little bit, it says it should be worth only $11 according to our valuation. But I usually don't do it that way. I play with it a little bit, but that's in a different time. I will go over with you guys. I usually play around with some numbers, like even this one, I would take it to 15 even, so how much that will affect. So it's $12 supposed to be. I many times even go, let's say the growth will be even higher, let's say 4%. Let's see how much I can get out of it if I am very optimistic. But that's a different class. Let's reduce even the taxes to 10. Let's see how much that will affect. Still $13. So this company, although it seems like from that's called fundamental analysis, and I'm kind of intentionally moving the numbers around in such a way to see what's the maximum value. This company shouldn't be worth more than $15, maybe $20, the most. So this one I will teach you one day, okay? I intentionally, this one I will even reduce, let's say 5.5. Still, I just want to see what will be the ballpark, $15. But it's very, very tricky to measure. 295, it's the earning before interest and taxes. Let's go back to the financial statement, looks in the income statement. And the EBIT, we have the total of the money. Last year it was 195. Hold a second. Let me change that to 2021. No, it should pick it up. Let's refresh. It should be nice to me. Hey, why it doesn't like me? It should like me. It didn't keep it. No, that's stupid me. I need to pick up the company again. What is the company? CTR? A? Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's good. So let's look at the valuation. Yeah. Okay, this looks much better. By the way, this is really meaning this is a company we should invest in. According to the calculation, it's worth $54, $55. That's what the price is supposed to be. When we look at the what is really being traded is only 25, is half of it. Now we have to consider who will try it. You want to try it? So tomorrow we'll trade with it. We'll buy let's buy stocks. We don't buy options. Option is scary. Let's buy 5 shares. Okay? Okay, Megan?
Yes.
So your job, Megan, from starting from tomorrow, after I buy, 5 of them should be costing about 125, let's say $130. And you follow this company. And let's say how much money you will make in the next month. Okay? Real. This is not bullshit. This is real money. Fair enough?
Yeah.
And then we learn. I want you to learn this company by heart, to know everything about this company. Go read the profile. And Brenda, you help her also. Follow up this company. Now, if we really learn and we really write, according to our analysis, this company is very valuable. Look, their EBIT. By the way, there's a reason why it went down. It really shouldn't. This company shouldn't go down. It's an oil and gas. Prices of oil, look at the prices of oil. You see crude oil here? See, it says crude oil. Look what happened. This company should be much more valuable. This is really worth investing in this company. How about we buy 5 stocks and 1 option? Or you get scared. You should get scared. It's scary. It really is scary. Okay, you never done it in your life. Look at the price. By the way, this is amazing. Let's look at what happened in the last 5 days. Up, wow. Crude oil went down. It was 125. It went down. Now it's explaining why this company have gone down. But let's look at the last month. It used to be only 94, 92, jumped to 125, went down. Look at the whole year. Wow. It used to be the beginning of last year, it was only $61. Now it went up to 115, then went down to 110. That's a big jump. This company, they have a lot of oil. So their company has to be worth much more. Now you understand what we're doing, how interesting it is. It's not only computer science. Well, the only company, maybe Academy City, it's probably the only one. I required everyone to have computer science knowledge. Only then I get you into finance, economics, business. But computer science is the foundation. It makes you know how to work hard. And then you study a professional. This is a profession, people dying to learn that knowledge. Okay, anyway, this company should be very profitable, by the way, really. Let's go and look at that again. Let's look the whole year, what happened in this company. Let's go and look at the whole year. What happened in the whole year? Oh, make a lot of sense, you see. A year ago, it was only $18. It went up to 25, a little bit down, 0.6, but it's almost doubled. We should have invested money here, around here, buying it for $15, $17. We could have made $10 on each stock in a year. That's beautiful. Let's look at longer. Let's look at the whole chart. Wow, look at that. This is early 2000. Then it went sky. The price of oil went up. Then it collapsed. But now, when you look at the whole picture, you can tell, who knows if these oil prices will stay that way forever. You got it? In fact, it was $16 here, 16, 17 for a period in the beginning of the year. And then it jumped to twice as much. That went back to what it used to be 2018. Now, this price seems like, wow, they have only one period that their price was much higher. So did we miss the point or we didn't? That's really a challenge. Look at the chart, what happened in the price of this company over the years. It went up once to $35 almost, went down to the 20, like what it is today. Then it went even down. Then it went up. Maybe this is not the right time to buy it. Maybe it's too high. maybe we should wait a few days. Maybe it will go back down to here, and maybe that's the time we should buy and keep it for a year and see what happens in a year. A year, it's not a long time for investment. Got it? When you invest, it's not really like option. Option is trading. When you buy the stock, you're usually planning on keeping it for a year. So with Facebook, I do both of them. With Facebook, some of them I buy the stock, and sometimes I buy the options. That's two different strategies. But in both of them, I do go to the fundamental. I always explore is the kind. This looks like a good company. Okay, this is supposed to be a really good company. So in the long run, if you buy their stock, even if it goes down, you shouldn't be afraid. You just keep the stock and wait, because eventually it should go up. Got it? That's what this one, your data is so valuable for somebody that analyzing the company. See, but Megan, because of the data you collected, I can have an idea about this company. Okay, you see that's the earnings per share. This is come from the last year. See, this number came right from the data you collected, the income statement. You go into earning before interest and taxes. This is exactly the number here. You see that? Comes right from the numbers you collected. And then I analyze it, and that's extremely valuable. This company is very valuable, in my opinion. It's just the market sometimes delay in its reactions to the stock. So we will do experiment. Let's see what happened tomorrow. No question that this big jump that we see here, let's go 5 years, look a little better. You see this jump, it has to do with the oil prices going like crazy. Oil prices went crazy. As we can see here, this is the oil prices. Went like crazy in the last year. It's almost doubled. Okay, that's why the price of oil energy, we missed the time. We should have invested 3 weeks ago. But that's okay. We might go the inverse, we'll see. We might do the inverse. I will teach you that one as we go along. Okay, this is really beautiful stuff. Now, oil, it's going crazy. Look at the last, it really is, if you can tell that the prices of the oil companies is really, their chart is very similar to the oil. As the oil go up, that go up. What's going to happen to the oil prices? What do you think? You discovered some oil in Uganda, I think in up north a little bit.
Yeah, it was
This is really
discovered.
one of the most important indicator in the world, the oil. The whole world is around it. I think it should go, it will go eventually down, probably below 100. So this one, it's a good company. Should I buy it in $25.70? If I keep it for 2 or 3 years, I wouldn't worry. It will be a good investment. But I'm not going to keep it that long. So I'm going to see what's going to happen next week. Fair enough? What time do you have the class tomorrow?
Doctor,
5
tomorrow we don't have a class. We have at 5. Certificate 2.
You have what?
Certificate 2.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
At
I talked
5.
about certificate too, sorry.
5 p.m.
5 o'clock your time.
Yes.
I tell you what we do. We'll meet the accounting team after the class, after the certificate too. The reason is, I want to show, by the way, Megan, keep this site in Yahoo Finance for this company, okay? I want you to follow it this week. Read about this company, read about oil, okay?
Okay.
You see, you'll get excited. In some point, eventually you start getting excited. You're not excited yet because you haven't made any money. You didn't lose any money. When you lose some money, then you won't sleep the whole night. And then you wake up in the morning, tomorrow I'm going to do something better. And then you get excited because this is real. It's not a game. It's like going to the casino. In a casino, you don't really know what's going to happen. This is better than casino because here, you know, you're collecting data, you learn about the company. Even if you lose money, it's only in the short run. You can say, okay, it will reverse. You have confidence. That's a professional. It's not casino. You know what I mean? It's not like gambling. This is real. Like you learn about oil, what happened. Does the oil, go and listen to the news. Go and listen to international news about oil. Is oil going to go up or down? What do they think? Don't forget Russia export a lot of oil. They export a lot of natural gas. It's affect Europe big time. Europe depend a lot on the natural gas of Russia. So if there's a war between Russia and Ukraine, it's affect a lot of oil companies, even that they had nothing to do with the war. This company is an American company in a country called Texas. You know, America has 50 states. One of them called Texas, and this is sitting in Houston. It's a big city. I've been in Houston myself a couple of times. It's a state that have a lot of oil companies, and their price went up. You see, this is not coincidence. Went up big time, double the price. We could have made a lot of money if we reacted faster, but I can't do everything myself. That's why I want you also. Now you understand why we would be a big family. Very happy. But I want you, Megan, to take the energy industry. Honestly, it's the most exciting, one of very exciting industry. So by tomorrow, you're going to tell me, what do you think about the oil industry going to happen? What do you think about the oil? Listen to the news. Read about the war between Russia and Ukraine. Is the war going to be over? What do you think? I will ask you tomorrow. You never had an exam like that, did you? I will ask you a stupid question in the exams. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's really being affected big time. Now let's go back. Is Mildred with us? Is she back?
Yes.
Okay, Mildred, let's see your industry now. You have other companies, Megan, by the way, in the same industry?
No.
Okay, let's see which companies do we have more in the same industry. I know that I told you going one by one, but in addition, I think that what you should do is just, let's see which other come 13, 11. I think we did 13, 11, didn't we? This is a very important industry. It's a hard one, and I will follow up myself. I will have more time in the next, this month, I should have more time. Okay, here we go. Look at all of those. Some of them already have done.
Right.
Megan, this is your baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should know those industries by heart. For 2022, I want you to make money out of those companies. Half of the money you make, you keep to yourself. Half of the money you make will go to Academy City. And half of the money you lose, we take it from Brenda. And or the other half that you lose, we take it from where? We don't take it from anybody, okay? But you follow this one, and all the money you make will go to Academy City. And then you'll be proud of yourself. Take my word for it. That these companies, I want you to know it by heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get their financial statement. You're going to work with me and Brenda. I'm going to change their collections of data. We'll go over and over. You know those by heart. In addition to other companies that Brenda would give you. But those one, it's your baby. You know them by heart. I will learn them myself. By the way, a lot of them I know already. Let me tell you one that I really, Devon is a big company. By the way, hold a second. I don't see other ones. Marathon. Marathon, I did a case with them. I worked with them 30 years ago in Alaska. It's a huge company, very big company, Marathon. Here we go. Let's look at Marathon. Exciting company. MRO. Let's go over this one. MRO. It's a big company. Probably their chart will look just the same. But here we go. You see, it's almost a copy of the other company. Almost a copy. You see that? They're a little bit different. Here, there was slightly different. But say in the last, wow, look at how much money you could have made if you invested in this company. If you invested at the beginning of the year, $3.50, a little less, you can make $23. If you invested $1,000 in this company, oh my God, why? I don't believe I missed that one. We can't miss that kind of things. We shouldn't. Marathon is a very good company, by the way. It's collapsed almost here. Very interesting one. Very, very interesting. So get the data and we analyze that over time, okay? The whole industry. Fair enough, Megan?
Fair.
Good. By the way, you're really acquiring a profession now, a real one. By the way, fill up the data. You know how to do that. Is that right?
Yes, okay.
Okay, very good. Let's go to Mildred. Mildred, go ahead, sweetie. By the way, before we even started, let me just show you something about Facebook. Facebook is amazing. Look at their chart. You see what happened to Facebook?
Yes.
It went up, 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 and then it collapsed 40%. You see that? Amazing. Look at this collapse in such a short term. Less than, last year it was 379. Then later on it collapsed a little bit, and then boom, below 200. I invested, I bought their stock, and I'm praying to the God I didn't make a mistake. I don't think I made a mistake. But it's not going to come that soon fast. It will take about 3-4 months. And I'm considering if I should invest in options, and I will tell you about it tomorrow a little bit. Okay? We'll see the stock probably will go up on Monday, but I don't really know. This is so scary. Anyway, that's Facebook. Let's go to Mildred stock. Go ahead, Mildred. You showing?
Yes.
Okay. All yours. I hope you're excited as I am. Are you excited, Brenda? I think you are. You just don't want to reveal it. I can tell in your eyes. Am I right?
Yes, Doctor, I'm excited.
I want to see the fire. Good. Which company is this? How about I use my computer? Will be faster, I think. What do you say? ADM?
Yes.
Yeah, I will open it, then you can control it from here. Let me do that, ADM. I will open it, okay, sweetie? And I wanted to stop it, and I just asked them. Yeah, here we go. ADM. I will share my screen. Here we go faster. ADM. I thought that Michael would be there today too. Michael, and here we go, ADM. So let's look at it. See how quick it works?
Yeah.
And let's go to the data. Looks okay. And that's fine. They didn't have operating lease in 2018?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, good. That's good. Preferred stock, convertible, very good. Good job. Good, good. Everything looks fine. Yeah, by the way, they didn't have EBIT. They usually should have. Sometimes they don't. Let's look at that. Let's go to 2020. I'll go to 2020. EBIT. Let's see if they have no EBIT. Yeah, they didn't. You were right. Good job, Mildred. Very good job. Yeah, they didn't have. Very interesting. Yeah, very good. It was very surprising. So they don't have EBIT, but it did calculate it. Let me just make sure that this makes sense. You have the gross profit, then you have general administrative, and then it takes the EBIT. That might be overstating, which is you don't have either the total operating expenses either. You probably did this minus this, so it might be overstating. One thing we can do for now for a company like that, this is a hard industry, by the way. But this is good job, very good job, very good job, very impressed. Yeah, it's fat and oil. It's a hard industry, 2070. This also, those companies probably the same. By the way, this one also, Mildred, you can just use United States as we usually do. Is that right?
No.
And here you can choose, by the way, here you need to put 100, and then here use, let's see what we have as closest to oil, fat and oil. No, production. See, one of those I would write oil, gas integrated probably, but it won't make much difference. So, and my mistake, I should choose here 2020 first when I do that. Otherwise it will not take it. So it was my mistake. And here I'll go back again to the oil integrated. And I'll put 100 here and 100 here. Okay, it will take it now. Let's pull the quarterly. He doesn't like me. Yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Let's look at the admin. Did you move it really to the?
No, doctor.
Let's move that one. It didn't like me. So we can go to the info, company info, is that? And yeah. Here we go. And we'll put it here. Beautiful. Okay, let's follow this industry as well. ADM. So now I'll go back. Let's go back. ADM. 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 Here we go. That's probably will be very similar to the other companies. See that? Went to the sky. Now we need to watch those. See, the price doubled. My God, look at that. It has to go down, must go down. Our see, this company, Mildred,
Yes, doctor.
let's see what happened to their stock tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
So remember also Yahoo Finance, prepare your computer on ADM, and we will see what happened to their stock. We'll watch it here, okay? It went down yesterday. By the way, it's almost touched 85. See that? went down slightly. But this one is really crazy. See how high it went. It's like, it was very high. It started going down. It was even 87 the beginning of last week. That's like what happened in the months. It went up and then slightly goes down, but it went up last month. Look at the last 6 months. It's crazy. It was 60, went to 83. There's a big jump in a year. Wow. It was 56, went to 83, 5 years. See, at this point, it was really half of what it is, less than half. Let's say around 40. It's went to 83. You can double your money within, my God, within half a year. Let's say, it's more than half a year. Let's say from here. It's about 2 years. 2 years, if you put $80, $40, you had $80 now. That's a lot. But this company cannot stay that high. The probably will end up again around 63. That's probably should be the price. But let's go and analyze it. You know, we have a tool now which help us. Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
So we got the quarterly data as well. We got the schedule. We got the valuation. Let's look at the valuation. We're missing some data. Why? He doesn't like me. What am I missing? Yeah, the beta is missing. Yeah, here we go. Maybe I didn't put the data here. No, I didn't put 100 here. My mistake. See, it's saying it should be $62. That's about the right. You see that, Brenda?
Yes, doctor.
This is a very valuable class that I should one day start teaching you guys. I just want more students to join. This is very valuable. And this is really, by the way, this is really first time that I think it's really hitting almost what I think it's really should cost. I look at their chart. Look at their chart. It's really even speaking for itself. Okay, there was a big, this is what it was about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, around the 40. Then there was a big change and the oil prices were down here anyway. Then the oil prices went to normal. This is really more than normal period. It's around the $60. See that? This one, this high, this increase, it's unreasonable jump. What happened in the last, since the beginning of the year. It's not normal. The world will not stay here. It's probably should go down somewhere around the 60. So if we go in options for half a year, we will sell options. So we will talk about it tomorrow, okay, Mildred?
Yes, doctor.
So you're going to study this industry by heart, in addition to other companies that Brenda will give you, but this one is your baby from now on. You look at all the other companies in the same industry. This is beautiful. Honestly, it's probably one of the first time that I see this one actually work. 62, this is about the right price. Around the same, between 55 to 65. That's what the price should be. And this is really giving it to you very nicely. When you simulate it, here we go. You see it telling you it should be really between 55, 59, something like that, to around 66. Between, I would say between 58 or even 59 to 67. On average, $62, kind of. That's about right. That's about right. This is beautiful. It really is beautiful. So if you invest in this company for a long term, you really shouldn't pay more than $60. It's overpriced as of now, which is very interesting to find out. So we will follow this company, okay? Mildred, this is your baby. In addition, read the profile about this company. You see, you can read they are located in Chicago. I didn't know they have oil in Chicago. No, they don't have oil. That's probably their offices in Chicago. Okay, so, but you'll read, they're doing it all over the world. Yeah, I know that. You see, it's not, Texas have a lot of oil. Alaska have a lot of oil, but Chicago doesn't have oil. So you have Switzerland. They're working around the globe, by the way. Very interesting. So read about it And that's really a good start, that you start really starting to learn about the world. You get out of Uganda, start thinking about the whole world. That's very interesting. Okay, good. So we'll follow that tomorrow after class in certificate 2. And at the same time, you just go, as you know already, the industry number is 2070. You follow this one. Fair enough? You continue with the list, but this one is always will stay with you. There's only one company, by the way. How come? Interesting. Okay, just follow this company. That's good enough. By the way, from one company, you can make a living. Okay, Mildred? For now, just follow this company.
Okay.
Good. How about you, Brenda? Let's look at your industry, the airlines. Which one you want me to follow?
Should I share my screen?
Which one?
There is the LUV.
AAL, that's American Airline.
No, LUV, doctor.
L.
UV.
You're gonna know those LUV. You're gonna know those companies by heart. Let's look at their ratio. Let's start with the ratio. Debt to equity is the most important thing that I always look. You see, it used to be below 1, and then in 2020 it jumped. So they start taking a lot of loans. That's one thing. Debt to asset, you see, those 2 years, it's 50% financed by debt. Is it too high? It's not kind of, but it's alarming. It's telling you something happened in this company. Okay? Then
Yes,
you go
doctor.
to their equity. How much is the equity out of the total? We don't have it here, but we will go into vertical analysis. Let's go to the balance sheet. Hold a second, yeah, balance sheet. Total asset is 1. And if you go into how much is the equity, total equity is only 30%. It's went down. It used to be 38%, it's 29%. That means the company have lost a lot of money in the last 2 years, which makes sense because they are airline and they have lost a lot of money. We can probably see it here in the income statement. See what happened. The revenue in 2020 really cut by half. That's the effect of the COVID. And they probably didn't know what to do. They have lost a hell of a lot of money, 2020. That make a lot of sense. They start recovering in 2021. See that?
Yes.
And now if we were alert, by the way, they lost a hell of a lot of money in 2020. They made some profit in 2021. What's going to happen in 2022? Nobody knows. But I assume they're probably going to go up because, you know, now the summer is coming, people coming out and going on vacations. Finally, the world is opening up again. And there will be like people catching up with their vacations and all of that bullshit, you know. So that might be a good thing. So if we go and look at as I always like to do, let's go into Yahoo Finance and look at their chart. Let's go into this. By the way, you go and read about the profile. You learn it by heart, okay? And then you go into and see what happened with this company. Let's go to the maximum. You can tell what happened. Look at that. Here it was $8.77. That's in 2012. Then it jumped like crazy in 2015. And then it jumped again in 2017, 18. They had a good life. And then boom, collapsed to 34. Then that's the COVID. You see, April 20, that's when the COVID started propagating. The whole world went. And then people thought that that's it, it's coming back. You see that?
Yeah.
Went back. But then they discovered the Omicron and all of that, boom, died again. So what do you think going to happen now? you know, we can make a lot of money if that's going up and we buy the stock, we'll make a lot of money. That's really amazing. Do you think it's going to go below 40 or is that going to go above 40? That's your exercise for tomorrow. Look at that when it's declined. There was a lot of people who were so nervous that period. A lot of people probably made suicide this period. I mean it. People kill themselves many times. They lose so much money. You get the headache. You become to be like a gambler. You have to be very careful. I try not to trade by myself because everybody has a weaknesses. You sometimes would like to see the reality is different than what it is. So like when it's here, people make a lot of money. They get crazy. They sell their house and buy more stock, but then it collapses and they lose their house. I mean it. It happens all the time. It's real life. But if you're smart, you're careful, and you behave like you as an investor, not like a gambler, that's not a gambling. This is real. And you have to be careful. Sometimes you need to know how to cut your losses. And that's really what we're going to do by the end of 2022. I want to get you to the point you get confidence. But don't go and sell your house and buy stock, okay? You ask me first.
House.
All right. So this is a very good company to follow, Brenda. This week could be very interesting. Secondly, oil prices hurt them big time. Well, that's the inverse of the company of Megan. Megan's company, if the price of the oil goes up, that company, they are happy. They have a lot of oil. What happened to the airline? They need to use fuel. If the prices of fuel goes up, they're losing money. It's more expensive to operate the planes. So you see why the oil is such an important number in the world. It's, you know, in the industry, when you produce it, you have machines. If the oil prices goes up, electricity prices go up, everything goes up, companies losing money. They're making less money. So that's affect their value. So this is the most affected by oil companies. It's the airlines. You can see that those declines has to do a lot with the oil prices. But in addition, they had also the COVID. People didn't fly. Got it? They didn't fly and the oil prices went up. So this decline, the last collapse, literally people just were hoping everything's going back to normal. Then you have the Russian war. Then you have the oil prices going to the sky. Those companies dying. They might go down more even. Who knows? Nobody really knows, but you can have a good guess. The better your guess, the better it is. But when you look at their financials, this is really the one that you start with. This is the most important things. You should really always keep in mind, because in the end of the day, even if you made a mistake, it can correct itself. You see, 2020 went down, but after all, they're coming back to some extent. They lost 1 year. That's happened to everybody. Sometimes you are sick, sometimes you're healthy. Companies, the same things. It's here too. They're coming back. They most likely will come back in 2022. Their prices should go back. To how much should it go back? That's why we do the valuation. We're missing data here again. Why am I missing? Let me go back to 2020. Let me get your app. I want to get to the point that you show me those charts and everything, you will start talking like me. You went through a long way to get to this point. Airline, air transportation, is that right? Let's choose that one. 100. Did we pull the quarterly data? No, we didn't.
Not yet.
We did?
No?
So let's pull the data, the quarterly, LUV. Is the data, did we look at the data itself? I think we did. No, I don't think so. What happened here? The property, plant and equipment 2021. Let's look at that. See, 2020 is the main year that I made the whole program around. But let's see what happened 2021. Maybe that will change. Yeah, here we go. 2021, they changed the accounting. You see that?
Yeah.
So we start with 2020, go back or forward. Now we'll start going forward because 2021. Okay, that's good. What else it's missing? And equity invested in affiliate. I don't see it, do you?
It is 0, doctor.
How do you know? It's not there?
It is 0.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Because I
could
put
be.
it there.
They might have sold the subsidiary. Okay, good. So let's move on. Yeah, it says 0, and this one is will fill up in a second. The rest looks good, looks good. Looks good. That's very amazes me that those companies don't have total long-term liabilities. They should. Yeah, very interesting. You're right. You see, they don't do the total, but we have the mechanism, which is good. But I always check. So we know how to calculate it, which is good. We have total long-term debt, very good, very good. Gross profit, again, that's probably the same things. Beautiful. Okay, let's pull the data again one more time. And then we will LUV. And then we'll pull the, and at the same time, we will. I want you to get excited as I am. People always think that I'm a child, like a 12 years old child.
But are you excited?
Huh?
I am.
What? What?
I'm excited.
I know, you are like me, a child. I never grow up. I don't want, I get scared to get old. I don't want to be old. Anyway, let's pull also the, it really is exciting. You study economics, so you can appreciate it even more. Am I right?
Yes.
But you didn't study those stuff in school.
No, because accounting is a different profession.
Did you study in accounting a little bit? No, but this is finance. The economists, they study nothing. They just talk too much.
We study theories.
I will get that and then we'll move the company. So Megan, Mildred, and Brenda, and Darlene. I don't know if Darlene will join us today or not, but by the way, now we can go ahead and move it back to the, you see how scary it start getting here?
Yes.
And it says, okay, and then we get to the fact, and we organize it beautifully, you'll see. 2022 is our year, supposed to be. It's a year, by the end of the year, I want to see a lot of money coming in. I mean it. This year, it's our year, God willing. So this should be also in the comparables now. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't come out. I noticed I probably made a mistake here somehow. I need to check my comparables. Let me refresh, maybe I need to refresh. I don't think so. LUV, is that right?
Yes.
We should go to the comparables. Yeah, I have an error. I need to check on it. I probably destroyed something, but I will check on it. Okay, guys? I will check.
Okay.
And let's look at another company of yours, American Airlines. This is very tricky. I want you to do all the companies, American Airlines. I think I did it myself, American Airlines. I was very curious. You'll be amazed to see what happened here. Look at the balance sheet. Look at the balance sheet. Look at the equity. This is very unusual. Look at this company. This company in bankruptcy. Their total assets, it's less their liabilities. You see total assets 66 billion,
Yes.
their liabilities it's 73. They owe more money than they have assets. Moreover, their value cannot be that much because they probably have intangibles. You see, intangibles, usually when companies get to that point, the intangibles has no meaning, no value. Goodwill has no value. So this company is in trouble, big time. Still, you look at their stock, and then now you ask yourself, what am I doing? Can I make money out of this company or not? And you look at their stock, and when you look at their stock, oh, you see, let's look at the maximum. Look at here. Used to worth about $2, $2.50. Went boom, boom, boom. Then went to the sky. Okay, this is 2014. Is that right? 2014, 2015. Let's look at their financials. Which company is that? Is that our company? Yes. Let's look at their company. Financial statement. Let's see what happened to their income statement. 2014, 15. Oh, we don't have data 15. That's okay. So let's look at this year. It still was about, then went down. 2017 went down, went down, went down, then start losing money. You see, this company most likely may be in trouble. So we want to study this company deeply. Read the newspaper, read the analyst, go into Yahoo Finance and read about this American airline, what people saying about it. American airline 37 years release 1 million for blah, blah, blah. Read about it. There's a lot of, read about this company. We can make a lot of money knowing about this company. What's their status? What's happening with it? Because it seems like they're in bankruptcy, according to their financials. They're losing a lot of money. 2020 was a bad, very bad year. You see that? They lost
Yes.
almost $9 billion. You can buy all Uganda in $8 billion, $9 billion. And then 2021, still they are in the hole, $2 billion. It's a hell of a lot of money for one company to lose in 2 years. And their financial are below. So the only reason they are not in bankruptcy is because the banks are scared to take, look at their chart, what happening in the last, let's see what happened in the last 5 years. It's going down, 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 down. It's then went up and then going back down. Is this company going to go up? No way. I can't really see it. Now you can tell, look, there wasn't a lot of action as much as it was in the last few years. Probably a lot of people selling their stock. They're getting scared. Now we can make money if we buy options or sell options. But let's see when the contract is going. 18 by the end of the week. That would be scary. But we have to really follow it. We maybe look at the options for a week or two. Oil prices can hurt them even more. So this is the company we definitely have to follow. Now look at Delta and look at United. You have them all your list. Study all of those ones. I think the only stable one is a little bit Alaska. It's also on your list. I looked it up. This one is really in bankruptcy. United is not in bankruptcy, but they are also in trouble. You can tell. See, this industry, 4512. When you finish all those companies, move them to the, we'll do it later on with them. If you go here, these industries, all of those companies are in trouble. United, okay? This is another company. I think I pulled the data for them. If you look at them also, I was very curious to see what happened.
I did all those companies.
Yeah, look at that, the same things. You see that, Brenda?
Yes.
What happened to the debt to equity? It jumped like crazy. This company in trouble. You see that? Used to be 2.3, 0.4, kind of jumped to 7.8. They took a lot of loans. Okay? You see there, Okay, then profitability. You look at the, they are losing money the last couple of years. A lot in 2020, less, but they're still losing money. Then you go to the income statement. You see 2020 when dive down, used to be 43. It's cut by less than half, more than half. They lost a hell of a lot of money, 6 billion. This year, last year, this year, another billion. So this company is a big trouble, big trouble, by the way. Then they have interest expenses, they pay even taxes, they probably big oil taxes, that's why. This is the most important numbers that you can tell. They're in trouble, but are they going to recover? Let's look at the balance sheet. Look at do they have equity? Let's look at their equity. They do, their equity cut by half. You see that? From 11.5 to 5,
Yes.
more than half. The value of the book value even went down. So what's going to happen with this company, like American Airlines? What's happening with the United? United, what's their tag was? UAL. Here we go. Their chart quite similar. You will see that too. It went up a little bit, now it went down. Are those companies have a reason to survive? I don't think so, honestly. I don't think I will bet that they're going to go up. I will probably most likely will bet that they're going to go down. So let's look at the options let's see how much is the options cost for United. Let's see how much is a call option or sell call option. Let's see what the price standing on. It's a price about 35, 34. Yeah, 35, 34. And the difference is not that big. You see that? People don't believe it's going to go up. One thing we have in Academy City, if you go here, you go to here and you hold the control down and you click on it, it will give you a very good screen. This screen, if we look at the vertical call, I usually go around 20 but you don't make a lot of money out of it. See, you only get 9 cents. This is nothing. There's no point they don't give you much. You have to take 37, 38. You get 12 cents. That's not much. You spend $12. We'll look at that tomorrow. But those companies, I would never buy their stock. It's scary to buy their stock. They should be dying. But there's a lot of companies like that. Okay, so you follow this industry, is that right?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, and then you follow up with Darlene. I hope she will join us after her class with her Tesla and the other industry, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Hi, Mildred. Everybody still there? Where's Mildred? I haven't seen her yet. Where's Megan?
Doctor, I've stepped out.
Ah, okay. Is Daniel around?
Yes, Daniel is around.